And joining us now is Brian Hadad, a co-host of SportsTalk Mississippi, and of course the Thunder and Lightning podcast, and Robbie Faulk, co-host Thunder and Lightning. Gentlemen, good to see you out there. What in the world is going on?
It's raining outside, I think. Other than that, I don't really know.
Oh, okay. Well, it's that time of year. We were just talking about that. Those rain showers are moving through the area almost on a daily basis. Set your clock to them, I guess, as they say. It's Mississippi. It's the middle of the summer. So I just got to ask you, Brian, before we start talking about the Catfish Tour, am I still your favorite Ole Miss fan?
Absolutely number one on my list. Gerard Gibbert, he is number one on the my favorite Rebel list.
Please tell our audience why I have earned that distinction.
I'm going to tell you why, Gerard, and people may scoff.
Okay.
It's because you treat me with respect.
Of course. Okay.
And I feel like when we talk, we are equals. Unlike that scalawag Richard Cross, who refuses to promote my show on a weekly basis because he's jealous.
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, I'm feeling pretty good
real
about
quick,
that.
Gerard, have you seen what I've got going on for Richard tomorrow?
No.
Hold on one second. Okay. Robbie, keep me talking here.
What's happening, Robbie?
So
how you
Brian,
doing? Yeah.
So I'm doing great. Brian and Richard made a deal.
Okay.
That State and Ole Miss faced off for the year. Whoever won the most games has to wear the other team's gear. Richard will be wearing Mississippi State uniforms on the telethon.
I've got him a football, basketball, and baseball jersey. It's going to be like the Oscars. It's going to change every hour. Aren't you glad you didn't make a bet with me, Gerard?
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to witness this. I got to tell you.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. We're looking forward to the Palmer Home Radiothon, 6 to 6 at a minimum. You guys will be there. We're going to be there as well. Richard, of course, he got double duty tomorrow, I believe, right?
I wish I could be there at 5 a.m. to hand him these jerseys, but you got to wear them on Gallo, too. But that's just too early for me to get to Hernando.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have to leave now.
Well, congratulations on the podcast. You guys do an excellent job, and I hear some positive feedback from my numerous Mississippi State friends as well, and as I do on Sports Talk as well. So they don't listen to me; they listen to you for what it's worth.
Nobody wants to hear about politics, man. It's so depressing.
Oh, there's something to be said for that, for sure. You guys have a lot more fun. Speaking of fun, what about the Catfish Tour?
The brainchild of Robbie Faulk. I'm going to let him talk for a second because he's really the guy who sort of spoke this into existence.
Well, I love fried catfish. And we were talking on the show one day just about how cool it was to have all these little catfish barns and catfish houses all across the state. When I grew up, we had the catfish barn in Louisville. Yep. And that was one of my favorite stops on Fridays, Saturday nights to go get a buffet of fried catfish, fries, hush puppies, stuff like that. And I love that. I love fish fries, all that. So we talked about what it'd be pretty cool during the down months if we just went to some catfish houses around the state. You know, real hole-in-the-wall type places.
Yeah.
And, we have a friend, Robbie Koblenz, who has some great businesses in Starkville. He has the Broadcast Media Group. He's actually producing all of our content for this tour, and he had a relationship with the good people at Superior Catfish, and we were able to go over there to Macon and see their plant, see how the fish is made, so to speak, and how they produce, and just some great folks over there, humble people. They come from humble beginnings, and we just thought it was a great deal. So last few weeks we've been going out to a lot of places around the state that offer us Superior Catfish, and we are having an absolute blast seeing these places, meeting people, eating some great catfish. It's just been outstanding, and it's been great to build this relationship with Superior Catfish as well. And we hope that relationship continues with SuperTalk Mississippi.
Now you made me hungry there, Robbie. I just wanted you to know that. I started talking about fried catfish and fries, and I have this vision in my head of that, ready to scarf some up. I mean, it's a Mississippi delicacy, is it not?
It is.
Absolutely. When you think about Mississippi food, fried catfish is going to be real early in the conversation for you. And there's so many great Mississippi companies, but we think Superior, as the name kind of implies, is the best among them. And I've had them all. And we have really enjoyed getting to go around the state, all these different restaurants who they have started doing this thing, Gerard, where we show up, they're like, now here's the fried catfish, but we made this for you too. And so we get to try some other dishes as well. We were at Lake Tiacata, and we had blackened catfish over cheese grits with a Creole sauce. It was incredible.
Yeah.
So, and we're looking forward this weekend. We got a buffet on our hands. We're going to the famous Seafood Junction in Algoma, Mississippi, which I learned it was a town in Mississippi.
Never heard
about
of it.
3 weeks ago when they told me that we were going to go there.
What direction is that?
People will say.
Where is it?
It's just north of Pontotoc.
Okay, gotcha.
So people tell us that the line out the door on a Saturday night at this place is long. I mean, starting at like 5 o'clock, it's like trying to get a table at a hot nightclub or something just to get some great seafood. So we're really looking forward to being there.
Okay, so I got to ask you: have you been to Taylor Grocery? Yeah, or do you break out in hives when you get in the area and the Lafayette County?
Oh no! We will go to Taylor Grocery all day.
Yeah, I don't know that Taylor is the superior seller.
Okay,
but
I got you.
We talked about that. We talked about that. We had a couple of options in the Oxford area, and I was just like, do we really want to bring a Mississippi State podcast to a restaurant in Oxford? We're going to get everybody gets thrown out. Even the restaurant people are going to get thrown out.
Now, if they'll have us, I'll go to Taylor Grocery whenever you want to.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I love Taylor Grocery.
You tell Lynn to fry us up some catfish. We'll come eat it for sure.
Anything Lynn cooks, I will eat.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I'm on board with that.
So that's got to be a lot of fun. And I see the ads here in the studio on the TV for the tour that features you guys going around. Conducting the podcast and eating catfish. That just looks like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. It's a great time. We've really, really enjoyed it. We got to meet a lot of great people across the state, and a lot of our listeners have come in and said hello to us, which we've enjoyed that. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, while we've got this moment here, if the Mississippi Beef Council or anybody else wants to sponsor anything, steaks or fried chicken or whatever, Robbie and I are willing to travel to eat your food.
We will do a steakhouse tour of Mississippi.
Yeah, burgers, whatever.
I love it. You might need a third wheel.
I was going to say, if we're going to do steakhouses, if we're going to get white tablecloth to get all fancy, we need Gerard to come with us.
That is so awesome. The catfish industry, a lot of people don't know, is a huge industry in the state of Mississippi. And we have
massive.
Tens of thousands of acres underwater in the form of catfish farms.
Yes, and that's one of the things we like about Superior is that it's a Mississippi company, and it's farmer owned. The farmers are kind of the collective that owns the company. So that's a really cool little twist on things for them. But yeah, I mean, catfish isn't just something we eat here in Mississippi. It is, like you said, Gerard, a huge part of our industry, our agribusiness here in the state. Look at me getting fancy with the terminology here, by the way. Agribusiness is what I'm talking about. So, it's good to see. You want to see all our farmers succeed, and I'm more than happy to help them in my own little way.
And if you talk to the people that are in the industry, too, I mean, it really is something that they've been doing for years and years. Yeah, they love it.
It's a real passion.
Brent and Fred Johnson, who we know at Superior Catfish, they grew up raising catfish.
Okay.
Pamela McKeel Jones, her family was catfish farmers and worked in the industry, and she wanted to get into the business as well. So it's really special to them, and that's what makes it special to us. And I think it's across the board in Mississippi. I mean, the catfish is important to a lot of people here.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So a little bit of a side note, not too long after I started my business in 1986, I actually implemented accounting and processing systems for some of the catfish processors in the Delta. So
well, there you go.
I'm fairly familiar with
They need to send you a card
with the process
that says free catfish wherever you go.
It's a long time ago.
Just take care of you.
But I've been through those processing factories. It's pretty fascinating to watch that. And, you know, it comes in as raw product and it goes out in numerous forms that they ship to grocery stores and restaurants and so forth. It's incredible operation.
My favorite part of our tour of the Superior plant was Robbie wearing shorts in a room that was negative 10 degrees.
They got these giant
cold,
coolers, cold storage in those.
Yeah,
things.
and he's just wearing shorts in there. I'm just like, good call, man. I wore jeans that day. I was a little smarter about it.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. We appreciate you guys coming on middays and giving us an update. We'll be at the Palmer Home tomorrow, and then I'm headed, speaking of politics, to the Neshoba County Fair. You need to come meet me for that, Brian. We'll do some politics over there in a couple of weeks.
Me and you need to speak together is what I would say. We'll get this state running in the right direction.
I love it.
The Gibbert Hadad ticket is one to watch.
I love it. That's awesome. I'm there. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all take care. See you soon.
See you tomorrow,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yep, you got it. We're coming right back in the Element Wealth studio.